Hi, I'm Ellen Gormley and welcome back to my channel. So we're now at part 4 of this increasing in Tunisian crochet series that I didn't know was going to be a series until I got started. So we did internal shaping with the increases in the middle of the fabric here, just 1 stitch per row. We did internal shaping by increasing 2 stitches in the fabric using the full stitch in the pink section. Then we switched to external shaping or side seam shaping using the horizontal bar for the green section. And I want to finish up this little series with continuing the external or side seam shaping by using the full stitch. So I'm going to use purple for that. So we're going to continue to grow this swatch, and I am doing it symmetrically, increasing on both sides to make a V shape or have it flare out on both sides. And what I'm going to do this time, continuing in Tunisian Simple, although really any stitch pattern you can learn to increase it using these principles. So to increase or to do a regular not increasing row, we would insert the hook here under this vertical bar for the Tunisian Simple Stitch pattern. To increase, I am going to go ahead and full stitch, which is under the vertical bar in between the first 2 stitches, and pull up a loop here. That increases 1 because then I will use the next stitch also. So what had been 1, 2 stitches is now 1, 2, 3, and we've successfully increased our stitch count by 1 so far. So then we will continue in whatever pattern you're working for Tunisian crochet, Tunisian simple stitch in this case. Tunisian simple all the way across. And if we also want to increase stitches to make it flare out on the other edge, the opposite edge, to make a symmetrical piece, we will increase over there as well. So I hope you're having a very relaxing and valuable crochet day, because you know how I feel about crochet. It is a relaxing and valuable use of our time. I want to make hard patterns and hard concepts as easy as possible in crochet. So if you've missed some of the Tunisian crochet basics, make sure you go back to them because they're also on my channel. So as we come to the last few vertical bars here, here's the increase from the previous row, but it is a vertical bar. And if we want to increase again, we're going to increase by stabbing underneath the horizontal bar, working from the front to the back, pulling up a loop. In that space between vertical bars, we're increasing by 1, and then also pull up a Tunisian simple stitch in that last bar. So now we have increased on one side and the other. It's up to you if you're going to Tunisian or increase on both edges or just one, depending on the design that you are working on. But I wanted to give you some options on how to increase in Tunisian crochet. And this is increasing the Tunisian simple stitch with a full stitch on the seam side or the outer edges of the piece. The purpose of this particular, the purpose of putting the increases on the side edges is if, for example, you're making a sweater and you want the increases to be hidden under the arm, that is like on the side seam, where it won't interrupt the pattern that you have established. If you had a more intricate pattern like the Zoom baby cardigan, and you want to hide those increases, you could put them under the arms. But that one is a raglan top down, and so the seam is a design element. Let's do this row one more time. All right, so we have 1 vertical bar here. We have 1 vertical bar here. So we're going to increase by putting it underneath the horizontal bar in between the first 2 stitches. So stabbing from front to back, pulling up a loop, we now have increased by 1, and Tunisian simple stitch in each vertical bar, working evenly until it's time to do our next prescribed increase, which in our sample, we are doing the increases on the side seams or side edges. So we're just going to Tunisian simple all the way across. Okay, and when we get to the end, we're going to increase again. So we're going to get to the last 2 stitches. We're going to Tunisian simple in the next one. We're going to full stitch, which is Tunisian under the horizontal bar from front to back, pull up a loop in that space that increases where there was no stitch before, and also Tunisian simple in that final stitch. So we have increased on this edge as well now. So yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook all the way across. So please check out the description below for the links to all the previous videos in case you missed them. And also check out the playlists I have for Tunisian stitches and Tunisian lace stitches. So I hope you're enjoying this Tunisian series. I think it's going to be time for me to get back to mosaic crochet because that's also a lot of fun and I know you guys love that. So we are going to move right along. There's quite a variety on the channel, so I hope you're enjoying them. Please let me know which types of stitches you like the best so that I can put that up next on the queue. All right, so here we have increasing on the side.